Hi guys, welcome to MotorBeam. Today we are driving the Toyota Innova HyCross.
One of the most important cars to arrive in the Indian market in 2022. So what we'll do is we'll drive this car, we'll talk about the performance, the rear seat space and the third row comfort of this car, because we showed you the exteriors and the interiors in the walk around video just a few days back.
And one key pointer here is that this car actually is a monocoque and is a front wheel drive layout. So it's going to be considerably different from the Crista, which it proceeds. And this car is also 200 kilograms lighter. So definitely there'll be a lot of changes in the driving and the way this car handles. And of course it's a hybrid. So completely new thing on the table. Let's find out.
I think we have a lot to say. So yeah, let's just get driving with the car.
So getting behind the wheel, this car produces 184 PS of power, 206 Newton meters of torque. Now this of course the hybrid version. Now this power and torque is along with the motor and the engine combined. Now if you talk about the non-hybrid engine, that produces 172 HP of power and 205 Newton meters of torque. So basically there's not much difference in terms of the power if you see between both the hybrid and the non-hybrid. But what really is the biggest difference is the fuel efficiency. So the hybrid one gives around more than 1000 kilometers on a full tank of petrol and has a 0 to 100 time of around 9.5 seconds, which is pretty quick. Now if you talk about the drivability in general, now if you compare it to say the Innova Crista, obviously the diesel produces 360 Newton meters of torque over there. So definitely the drivability, I still prefer the drivability of the Crista. Of course diesel is diesel, but of course this isn't bad either.
So I am seated in the second row of the Innova HyCross. This is where most owners of the car are going to sit, because a lot of people will be chauffeur driven. So the best thing is that you can relax over here completely. You can open up these recliner seats, and they do take some time to open up, but they are very good. So let me just slide the seat back and show you how much you can relax over here. There are some plasticky bits. The center console is quite plasticky, and wow, this is amazing. The place is really nice to be in, and if you're a chauffeur driven, you'll probably enjoy lying down here and reading a newspaper or a magazine, or just taking a nap when your driver is navigating this car through traffic. So I think I really like the vibe in the second row. Of course we'll talk about the third row in a bit, and the ride quality is slightly better than the Crista. The Crista used to be slightly bumpy over bad roads because of the, of course, body on frame construction. This being a monocoque is slightly better, but I wouldn't call it plush or luxurious by any chance. So it is good, but again it could have been more premium, because of course this car is going to be expensive, and for 40 lakh on road Mumbai you would expect slightly better ride quality. This is good definitely, but they have gone low profile with the tires. You get 18-inch tires. On the lower variants you'll get 16-inch tires, and that could probably offer a better, more comfortable experience. So I think I'm quite satisfied with the second row space on offer, and I guess Javed might want to experience it now.
So while Parth was talking about being chauffeured around, I actually felt like a chauffeur only because he was enjoying so much out there. I'm like, "ठीक है साहब, चलो आगे." Now, talking of the chauffeur, and I'm driving on this road, and there are these lane markings here, and this Toyota Sense which is here, basically the ADAS, what Toyota calls it. But honestly, I personally feel that ADAS is not something for India right now, because we don't work on a set of rules. There's cattle everywhere, the markings are not clear, the speed breakers are not even. So I think it's more of a hindrance where someone else tries to drive the car while you're driving.
So I guess that's about it. Javed, let's swap positions, because I'm sure even you want to make me feel like a chauffeur now.
Let's do that.
So time for me to drive the Innova HyCross, and Javed will relax in the second row seat now. And I was really looking forward to driving this car, because I have done thousands of kilometers with the Crista, and I absolutely love that car. Come on, it is loved for a reason, right? It is amazing. And this feels so much more smoother, more refined compared to the diesel engine of the Crista, and it feels responsive. It feels quite nice, and it feels very easy to drive around. The steering is much lighter than the Crista. On the Crista it is like a workout when you want to park that car. And I think even the high-speed stability with the Innova HyCross is quite good. The car feels composed and confident, and it just feels so much more car-like to drive compared to the Crista, which actually felt like a big full-size MPV. Even this one is big. This is slightly bigger than the Crista, but actually feels small. It makes the whole driving experience very easy. So you can drive in crowded areas. You can park this car anywhere, and you won't get tired. Outward visibility is very good. Every window has this auto up-down feature, and of course the window switches are not illuminated, and only the driver window has that illumination function. So there is some obvious cost cutting which Toyota has done, but apart from that, I think driving manners are really good, and this feels much more polished compared to the Crista. Javed, how is the rear seat experience? Let me know about that, please.
So now the tables have turned. Now Parth is driving. Honestly, this second row seat is very comfortable. I can just doze off here. And of course the sunroof is a very welcome addition, which wasn't there in the Innova previously. The only thing is, because of my height, this this recliner here
Your leg gets stuck.
Yeah, my leg gets stuck because I'm 6 feet tall. So I think if you're less than, say, around 5'10" or something, then it's really nice. You can, lift your legs up.
I
And
face the same issue. When I'm
so
6 feet.
otherwise, I'm comfortable. Like there's absolutely nothing. And obviously with the sunroof, so much light coming, it makes it feel very nice and spacious.
That is true.
And of course, you already mentioned about the ride. So better than Krista, but still I was hoping for a little bit better maybe.
Now coming to the best part of this car, they claim 21.1 kilometers per liter. With the Krista, it was claimed at 15.6. Realistically, it is to give 10 to 12. This will realistically give 15 to 18, and I think it will do 900 to 1000 kilometers on a full tank, which is amazing if you want to go long distance cruising, which a lot of owners will definitely do. And I guess that's about it. I have summed up the car for you. Very easy to drive, much more comfortable, much more luxurious. So yeah, let's check out the third row now.
So basically, because of my height, my legs don't fit only with. So I think if you're not 6 feet tall, you're good.
Okay, so time to check out the third row of the Innova HyCross, and let's see whether two tall people 6 feet plus can sit here comfortably. So let's go inside. Okay, there are a limited number of grab handles.
Doesn't look that easy, does it?
It is very tight. So we are now seated in the third row of the HyCross, and oh my god, I think the Krista had more space.
This is HyCross, no? So it's very high over here for me.
That is why I'm outside.
So headroom is a bit tight for me.
Headroom is very tight for me also. My head is touching the roof. See, it is.
And I don't think there's enough knee room for you as well.
I actually had to push the seat ahead to free up some space. Otherwise, I could not come inside.
But isn't this car longer than the Krista?
It is 20 mm longer. The wheelbase is 100 millimeters longer. But yeah, I think the third row experience was better in the Krista for sure.
But you think a third person can sit in the middle here? I really doubt. Tight fit.
Yeah, a slim person can sit here. They have 3 headrests also.
So always be slim and trim. You can fit anywhere.
And you have grab handles. You have AC vents over here.
AC vents are here this time.
There's some lights over here, and the seat belt thing is right on your head for the middle passenger.
So in case I have to pull this, wait. How uncomfortable is it for you?
It is very uncomfortable. I feel like I'm, sitting in a place I don't want to sit. So that's about it. 2 cup holders here. There's a charging port, and
so I think what the HyCross, covers up for the lack of last row spaces with the middle row, the Ottoman seats.
The middle row is brilliant for sure.
So I think if you have sparingly going to use the last row, then I think it's a very good option.
Yeah.
Like you can just put it down and keep it for luggage, like essentially use it as a 4-seater.
Exactly. But see, even with this seat in this position, my knee, I have enough amount of legroom, okay, and the second row also has enough amount of legroom, so that is actually good.
I think the only issue I have is the headroom here. Of course, under thigh support is lacking for me because of my height for all cars.
It is negligible.
So, not very comfortable, not very bad either.
Yeah, it's not
between the two, I prefer the Krista, of course. And I think the highlight of this car is the second row Ottoman seats. That's what basically is the selling point, I think.
I think getting in and out is also easier on the Krista.
Let me get out and see now. Oh. Yes, it is a bit tight.
Getting out is easier on the Krista for sure.
So Parth, after driving this for a long time today, what do you think about the Innova HyCross?
See, I've been a fan of the original Innova, I've been a big fan of the Krista, and now I'm a big fan of the HyCross. It is so much more luxurious and so much more better. It has more features, it has more comfort, and it is fuel economical on another level.
I absolutely agree. I think the hybrid system takes the economy to another level. And of course, I have also owned an Innova in the past, and I know that it's an appreciating asset. Like all cars depreciate, but the Innova only appreciates. That's what we know. So I think it's a great product, but there's nothing really to compete with this if you go to see. I mean, this car, the top end will definitely reach about 38-39 lakhs on road Mumbai. But if you really look at space, there is one car out there which can actually give it competition in terms of space, and that car is the Kia Carnival. So if you have the money for this, you can consider the HyCross and of course the Carnival, because both these cars offer a lot of versatility and a lot of practicality.
That is true, but my gut feeling says that this will sell in a lot more numbers because of course it comes backed by Toyota's famed service and reliability.
Absolutely. I think the Innova is one brand which Toyota is like bulletproof in India.
It's a brand name in every family, so that is why I think this car will sell in big numbers. And yes, the Krista diesel is also going to be back very soon. So I guess that's about it. If you have any questions about the Innova, let us know in the comment section below.
Toyota, if you're listening to this, make sure you don't have any production constraints, because this car is a great car and it's going to sell well. Okay. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you like, share, comment, and tell us in the comment section below what do you think about this car.